продает вот эту 4-ю локацию и продолжит игру так, как есть. Вот Муты пробует это продолжить. ZooCourage ему надо внимательно смотреть и осторожно играть, чтобы он не просто так не продавал муты бесплатно. Есть фотонки, есть стокеры, есть хороший апгрейд, это будет очень трудно победить их. И уже видно, что 3 атака, 2 защиты и 1 шилд уже апгрейд для просто есть. Ну, тоже одна проблема, где есть Зерк, все сидит на 5 баз, все равно потерял, может, вот эту базу, но все равно сидит на 5, скоро будет 4, потому что наш Протус Люр нашел вот эту локацию. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, I mean, you guys are probably have very keen eyes, not going to be very hard to tell exactly what's going on, but wonderful play by both actually players. Courage doing a wonderful job of harassing, attacking, being everywhere at once with the mutas. Did a wonderful job again, really learned from Tudming earlier today with the 4th and 5th proxy hatches that you could utilize for gas in the muta count. The problem is right now is he's stuck on lair, he hasn't gotten a hive, he doesn't have an infestation pit, he's still relying on the, at 21 minutes, still relying on this Ling muta count, and right now the Protoss player just has incredible upgrades, 3-3 plus shield 1. He's got Archons within the mix, Blink Stalkers to utilize, and these mutas are actually going to be very useless very soon. As we see, the rest of the Stalkers are coming up here, and I think this is actually going to be a GG from Courage right now. Once the rest of these mutas do fall apart, there's nothing really left out on the map for him to utilize, and you can see his economy is very, very weak. We could actually even just pull up that tab. As we take a look and see, getting about 900 gas a moment, 1,400 minerals, but that's still just not good enough if only thing that he's producing right now is just mutas and links. He needs more than that. Now, this again is kind of a little bit of an unbreakable area. You could take a look and see there's a lot of spines, so it's a little unbreakable, but you know what the Protoss can do, he could just kind of not give a crap about it, take a force base, and play on from there. And now we see one of the last of the mutas kind of getting sniped and picked off right here, and that's kind of really, really rough. But also, I mean, the story's getting worse and worse for our player because now he found out about this top left location, and now the players have evened out. I mean, it's sitting 3 base to 3 base. Protoss has a 70 lead supply. There's no Brew Lords on them out. There's no Infestors out just yet. There's 6 in production, but not yet. This is getting worse and worse and worse for our Zerg player ZooCourage, so hopefully he's going to be able to recover. Already taking that 4th proxy hatch down at the bottom right is definitely a good start, but just in case, you know, our Protoss double checking it, going back down there with a pack of Zealots, and with those great upgrades and charge, that hatch is going to fall apart. He's going to have to cancel, and he barely does just in time, sees it. Now, on the backside, going for a counterattack with the mutas, but he's got to be very careful. A lot of cannons are right now in place. He's got to be very careful how he controls these mutas. Also, another Warpin / Stalkers is very capable to defend the rest of these mutas. What does make this a little bit interesting, the attack is going on over here. They are going to break through the rest of the Protoss units with Guardian, Shield, Archons, and a lot of upgraded Stalkers. They're going to be able to break through here, and as you guys can see, GG coming from Courage just doesn't have enough, wasn't able to work that Ling muta composition on this map really as well as he wanted to. He played definitely almost near to Tudming's capability, style, and skill level, but just not enough, and I think a lot of that had to do with Cloud Kingdom. Very tight map, very easy to get from one place to another. When you compare it to like a map like Antigua, where between the main, the natural, and the third, there's a lot of distance to cover, and especially having to come out of your main and natural to defend your third. Meanwhile, on Cloud Kingdom, everything is really connected, tight, very, very tight map. Very tight corridors, very tight map, very easy to especially with Blink Stalkers, move from one place to the other and to defend. So, I mean, so simple. I mean, it's a very simple analysis, if you guys want to call it. I mean, it's very basic, but again, just as he did defend it, he was very close to giving it up. Very good defenses, had enough cannons, had a good SimCity, because if you had any worse SimCity, missed an extra force field, an extra Guardian Shield, that game could have been over and could have gone Courage's way if he could have just kind of pushed his advantage a little bit better in the mid to early game. Yeah, so 1-0 right now for MVPLure, 1 game away from sealing up that 2nd seed, and I know he definitely wants it. Being an invite from Korea, he doesn't want to go home right now this early in the round of 16. Wants to try to make sure he continues his run, brings back home even a title if possible for himself. A lot of good players though to get around and to get to there. So a lot of Zergs and Protoss. Let's take a look and see of people that moved on. Let's see, Tyler's gym from yesterday, Rotos, I want to say. Yeah, Protoss. World Elites, Love CD, Protoss, so 2 Protoss. Chigwa, Zerg. Max said also a Protoss. So today we have a capability either to get 2 Zergs through or a Zerg and a Protoss through. So all Zergs, Protoss. Tomorrow's group, I need to double check to see if we have any Terrans left, because that could actually mean the very end for them. Well, we'll have to see. That'll happen. Все. Ну, ребята, опять, как я говорил моим американским зрителям, вот одна игра еще осталась, ну, еще, может, 2 игр осталось в последней серии. Мы смотрим Люр, ему надо еще одну игру выиграть, чтобы попасть в четвертьфинал. Courage ему надо будет оба игры выиграть. Уже YHY в 4-е место занял, и все заканчивается, у него больше не лучшие результаты не может быть. Я просто смотрю на статистики, какие расы уже есть. Попали в четвертьфинал. Мы вчера смотрели Тайлу Джим, он был Протос. World Elite Love CD тоже был Протос игрок. Потом от первого дня от группы Б Чигва, от Invictus Gaming, Зерг. И потом Invictus Gaming Maxset 2-е место занял. Он Протос. Значит, у нас уже есть 3 Протосы, 2 Зерг, потому что у нас сегодня Тудминг Зерг это 1-е место занял. Значит, никакие терны нету сейчас пока. Надо будет посмотреть завтра, если в группе есть это какой-то терн, кто может спасать нашу любимую расу. Ну, как смотрится, будет гарантии хоть бы 2 зерги, и может еще будет 4-й зерг. Может сейчас будет еще, может 3 Протос, 3 зерг будет, ну тоже способы есть, где 4 Протос, 2 зерг будет, и потом посмотрим, что завтра будет. Как правильно на английском читается ник... Ага. Пробуешь меня в опасность поставить, ага. 2 пеки тебе, пацан. Лови аж 3, я бы 3 тебе послал, но не могу. Лови. Я сейчас тебе картинку пошлю. Пацан, подожди, никуда не иди, я тебе сейчас картинку пошлю. Передай пару пек от американцам, да, сейчас передам. Что-то у меня это все сливается сейчас, это Twitch, это... У меня все сливается, ёб твои. Ну, почему? Перестань. SK2 TV совсем уже не работает для меня. Ребята, извиняюсь, это всем SK2 TV, что-то у меня что-то сломалось. Портал. Да, твою. Ну ладно, нельзя расстраиваться, надо просто это оскорблять Google Chrome и моего интернет, что не может выдерживать. Ну, ребята, привет всем. Мы, может, будем в нашу последнюю игру. Сегодня начинаем здесь на нижнем левом углу за команду Zoo. Есть голубой Зерг Courage. Спонсор Razer NSL тоже здесь. Его соперник вот здесь на верхнем левом углу тоже... ну, сказать, тоже он, правда, кореец игрок. С командой MVP есть Люр. Протос. Окей, ребята, дай мне секунду, я пробую сейчас это как-то... Вот хотел это, вот, Макис, это 83, вот хотел тебе вот эту картинку послать. картинку тебе хотел прислать. Окей, ребята, опять привет всем, здравствуйте, кто сейчас только пришли. Вот это NSL третий день, групп C, уже первый месяц Тюдминг занял. Мы сейчас в нашу последнюю пятую серию. MVPLure играет с ZooCourage, пробует вот это последнее место и второе место занять в группу, чтобы пойти в четвертьфинал. Lure уже впереди 1-0. Значит, ZooCourage ему надо сейчас выиграть, если хочет остаться в эту серию и вот в эту лигу. Да. Тоже хочу сказать, с командой Empire, ребята, всем привет. Команда Empire сейчас у нас есть новый конкурс, типа такой. Вы можете, ну, это говорят, вооружи, это империю, ну, это просто арт-конкурс. Мы сейчас ищем, кто может наши футболки, лучший дизайн сделать, наш, типа, shield. И наши кружки, это правильно сейчас это подскажу. Ну, футболка, коврики и кружки, это арт. Значит, если вы знаете, как рисовать очень хорошо, или хотите просто для Empire рисовать какой-то дизайн, вы можете проверить здесь. Я сейчас эту ссылку тоже скину в Empire, это в SK2 TV чат, если вам интересно. И да, у меня на ВКонтакте есть, пацаны. Есть у меня ВКонтакт, если вы не знали. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I want to welcome you guys into my American viewers again. Sorry guys, kind of went into a little bit of Russian mode. Over here at the top left, of course, is the Korean Protoss MVPLure in the red trunks. Going with the Forge Fast Expand again, Nexus first was happening, was just about done. Cannon is already going up, so he's going to be defensively set against his opponent down at the bottom right side of the map. Representing Zoo Gaming, it is going to be Courage. As we see, his sponsor is Razor for the NSL League, Neo Star League, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out the rest of the results. This is day number 3, Group C. Yesterday, Tyloo, Jim, and We Love CD, a Protoss combo, walked out first and second, going to be going on to the round of 8. Then the day before that, in Group B, in day number 1 of round of 16, it was Invictus Gaming Day, where Chigwa the Zerg got first, and then Max the Protoss got second place. So they're also going to be going on to the quarterfinals now. If you get, well, like I was talking about earlier, again, now there is 3 total Protoss, 1 Zerg, actually 2 Zergs now, with Toot Ming going on in first place in this group. So, but regardless, as you take a look, who is our 5th series competitors, our rubber match competitors? It's a Zerg and a Protoss, so either way, we are not going to have a Terran going on to the quarterfinals just yet. Still maybe potential for tomorrow, but, you know, it's going to be an uphill battle regardless for the Terran race. Very struggling in this league as far as I know. But again, you got to look. I think there was actually only 1 Terran that actually played in the round of 16 itself. Loner. Can't remember from what team right now. I need to go double check. Bring back the notes. Loner, who'd you play for? World Elite. So World Elite Loner. Got it. I got notes, man. Like I got my like little handy dandy notebook right here. Yeah, I got like all these notes and statistics and whatever I could write down. Such a good caster hat. Good caster habits actually by everybody, man. If you guys want to be casters, good stuff to. Best advice I could give you is be confident and take notes, man. Take notes, have statistics, give yourself shit to talk about, man. Make yourself look smarter than you might actually be. So you guys are thinking, you're like, wow, he knows a lot. I'm like, not really. I just took some notes from Wikipedia, some sites that I saw and stuff like that, and did the best I could right then and there. So yeah, there's my little dirty secret. So as we're watching and seeing right now, 3 hatch play by our Zerg player Courage. Very standard. He's got already 2 gas, so nothing too out of the ordinary. It's going to give him enough gas to get speed up, going to get him enough time to get whatever really he needs to get out if he wants to start lair a little bit earlier. And oh wow, he actually is. Huh! I didn't actually expect that. So he's getting lair started a little bit earlier than I thought he would. So most likely going to go for speed and then roaches right after that. Now meanwhile on this side of the map, our Protoss player MVPLure is adding a bunch of gates right now and a robotics bay now. I don't like this. Getting an observer out, meanwhile, while he probably should be getting an immortal out. If you guys have not played on this map, Ohana, a very interesting design map, very tight. A little bit more open right here, closer to the Gazelle Naga Towers, again, where you can see the Razer sponsor and logo everywhere. Reminder is to get all your Razer products and to check out Neo TV. But main thing is, once you actually get within the base areas, especially in the natural, it is very choky, very nice place for Protoss force fields to get placed. So always a very strong map to use Immortal Sentry all in. But with these rocks getting tickled down, and the fact that I saw one observer come out, I can almost guarantee that he's most likely, I don't want to say guarantee, but I could definitely say most likely he's going to be going for a third expansion. So Lure, one of those Protoss, kind of like Hero, who really likes to just get his third Nexus up, wants to try to play and win by a macro-style-esque 3-base game, 3-4-base-esque game. Never really the Immortal Sentry all-in that we see from Parting every single game. Which is kind of sad, because sometimes you do want to see really just a really strong, mean build like the Sentry Immortal all-in. And you watch the Protoss just like, I mean, you watch the Zerg just like bawl his eyes out, just like crying in bounce. It's kind of funny sometimes. Now, what we're seeing, very interesting upgrades right now. I think, oh, actually, that's Overlord speed. Never mind. What we're seeing is Overlord speed. So our Zerg player is actually being very interesting at the moment, because he has the capability. I think what he's trying to go for, yeah, there we go. He just also started the ability to add units, the kind of the capacity upgrade for Zergs. I can't remember what the hell it's called at the moment, but this is going to allow for him to do drops into the Protoss, and this is actually going to be nice, because with the third base up, he's going to be able to do dual triple prong attacks. And with drops, that's actually going to give very easy access for the Zerg player to actually avoid all those force fields, avoid all those Zealots and Immortals, and just get that instant access within the main to harass. So yeah. Вот, ребята, про чего я говорю, это просто сейчас очень интересно получается для нашего игрока. А чё? О, боже ты мой, я сейчас это неправильный чат смотрю. Я смотрел в GSL Корея чат. Ха-ха. Хе-хе. Хе-хе-хе-хе. Хе-хе. Ну вот сейчас, вот про чего мы смотрим, я смотрел GSL, ну это IPL или GSL, ну какого-то сейчас, это на мейн тоже, это на главный, это не в того чат смотрю. Ну вот сейчас Courage, дроп сейчас в мейн идет с вот этих юнитов, и вот ручей линь уже собак есть там тоже, значит будет так это продавать его мейн. Все юниты для Протасса сейчас пока попробуют идти в мейн защищать, а пока в это время уже вторая атака идет на третьей локации. Фотонка слил, и сейчас может не только фокусить экономию, может это всякого фокусить. Immortal бедные застряли, одни самые уже. Nexus потерял в мейн. Ну все юниты он уже убил. И тоже очень клево, как он ручей в Burrow поставил, и вот уже третьей локации тоже сначала потерял. Лур в очень опасной позицию. Вот почему ребята иногда просто идут за Immortal Sentry All-In на вот эту карту. Все Immortal теряют, все юниты на третьей локации. Правда, наверное, сейчас ГГ будет от нашего ProtossLure, и вот есть. Да. Ничего себе, просто клевый билд сейчас от Courage, очень хороший стиль, и я, правда, советую вам зерком в мире попробовать вот такого билда сыграть, потому что вот это очень сильно может просто, ну,